working it low and not taking the easy way offense by going inside.
Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. LeBron and Love are and it's Thompson in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Butler with the steal. The shot by Holiday, no good. The cap. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Thompson. Love kicks to Smith. Connects on the 17-footer. Smith's got 6.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Portis. Dunleavy's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Brooks. And again, no good by Chicago. Well, great for Hoiberg. It's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clarkie came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Butler again. It's LeBron. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Pass to Love. There's the triple. Kept alive.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
No good from Gibson.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
At the elbow, it's Rose. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. That is good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. Smith outside. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Gibson with the steal. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Moore subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And another miss by Cleveland. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
For the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Joakim Noah is checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Rose. Irving for three. Kicks it out to James. Irving again. It's Brooks. Again, Irving missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Moore passes to McDermott. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Stolen by Brooks. To the wing on the left. Here's Moore. And the lead is down inside single digits. Moore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Shumpert. Pass to Irving. To the inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And so we conclude the first half. Cleveland ahead, up 11. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. And it's Rose in at the point guard position.
And really, the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
That bucket in no time at all. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And the Bulls did end up with the 3rd seed in the East. 33 of their 50 wins last year, Clark, coming in the Eastern Conference.
But it wasn't an even distribution of those wins for the Bulls. Against their own division in the Southeast, they played .500 basketball. They got their good in-conference record from feasting on the Atlantic teams, taking 16 wins in 18 games against that division.
Timeout for the Bulls.
And now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Chicago calls timeout. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Rose kicks to Gibson. He dishes it to Butler. And the Bulls get it back. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Cleveland leading by 18. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
What, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin? I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is effective. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
.90 seconds now into the second half.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. Third longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's James. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's his second personal foul.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Irving. Portis, he's checked in for Chicago.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And James throws it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
It's taken away by Smith. And James throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And a jumper in there for James. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Doug McDermott comes in for Butler. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Shumpert, no good.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation. Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, that actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Moore dishes to Noah. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Smith outside. 6 to shoot. To the left wing. Dellavedova. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Out to Brooks. Lets it go with a 3. Cleveland leading by 23. And that one's good.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Dishes it to Noah. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Fry. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Moore. And no good trying to get that one. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavaliers ahead. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
That'll be a 5-second call. Here's Butler. From deep. It's hauled in by Fry. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips, but those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
They've got Jones. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. Then there's McCray. And it's Williams at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Chicago ball.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Yeah, really bad timing, guys, to start coughing it up. He's got 3 turnovers here in the 4th.
And it goes without saying, but I need to say it anyway. In a game as close as this, every possession is important. You've got to make them count.
For spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Chicago ball.
For Chicago, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Dunleavy
Jimmy Butler.
kicks to Butler. Here's the 3. That's good. Butler's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bulls.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
From deep, Rose. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Dunleavy kicks to Rose. The kick outside to Butler. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Excellent ball move. But there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And finished off by LeBron.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Rose kicks to Butler. And it's Gasol penetrating. On its way from Gibson for 2. Misses off the right iron.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Wallace with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Looking to end his cold spell. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Rose passes to Dunleavy. Feeds it to Butler.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Well, I like the fact that we can still see a flicker of a flame burning. They haven't given up or given in. They've picked it up at both ends and right now on a nice run.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Irving attacking.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Here's Gasol. Buries it down low. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Rose against Irving. And the layup is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for James. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Here's Gasol. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Doug McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Justin Holiday's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And both free throws good for Fry. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Brooks, the pass to Portis.
Chicago timeout call.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 19. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
.20 seconds left in the game. The kick outside to Butler. The Cavaliers pull it in. Out to the wing. Outside Williams. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Chicago ball.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.